Namaste, everybody. A topic that is often overlooked is the spiritual powers of food and how it can be a catalyst to your healing. You know, food is either it's beyond flavor, it's beyond taste. It can either heal you or it is a slow form of poison that can just, fill you up with antibiotics and all the toxic chemicals and the preservatives that they put in there. Um, Processed food has hundreds of other chemicals that are not natural. So we are going to it's going to be a culinary adventure towards refining our diet into an overall wellness program, and so we can improve our health and well-being. um, and food is a big part of it. Of course, water is too, and the liquids that we drink, and that's why that's why I promote hydrogen water and juicing. But for now, on the topic of food, we don't only eat with our mouth and our tongue. We also eat with our eyes and our ears and our noses, and eat with our hearts, our hands. We eat with our brain and our gut. Our gut is actually the second brain. You know, what you put, the food, the life in your food creates your mood. It sets the tone, it sets the momentum. That spiritual life force carries through you. You know what was the spiritual life force that was encapsulated in the food, especially during the last 2 seconds of its life, will carry through. So if it was slaughtered food, that is full of, torture, anxiety, of pain, anger, confusion, it's tainted in that animal blood. Okay, it's not, you have to go look beyond just the protein and the carbs. Are you closing your ears and your eyes to what is going on when they are sourcing your food, harvesting, sourcing, or slaughtering your food? You know what I mean? I believe it was a John Lennon quote that said that if restaurants or slaughterhouses had clear windows, people would go vegetarian. Because really, ultimately, it's people are turning a blind eye to the facts behind, the factory or where their food comes from. It's not even natural anymore. You're supposed to be harvesting these food with your bare hands, not lining up or buying them from factories and grocery stores and everything else in between, the trucks and the hands that exchange just to bring the food. Sometimes they go on ships and planes. But ultimately, you want to have them organic and, source them locally. But we want to keep them raw. Now, some of my health secrets, that's why I've been healing so fast. Also, look, my scars are almost gone. My eyebrow is going to be balanced pretty soon, thank God, hopefully. Send me some more of your prayers, but hopefully my eyebrows, and the hair of my eyebrows grow back. But if you scroll down to my page, you'll see the sequence of when I encountered an accident. But now I'm in the process of healing. I've also been eating a lot more nutritious food, like, sea-based, marine-based collagen. And all kinds of vitamins and minerals, but we'll keep that for another topic, another day. But for now, we'll stick to the topic of spiritual food, the essence of that life, okay, in your food. It's not just fast food. I also, as much as I'd love to cook for people, and I could talk about cooking all day, because my mom used to cook every single day, 2-3 times a day. You know what I mean? That's what she loved to do for my dad. But then, I grew up realizing that food was also an addiction. It could be a health disorder if it's overdone. And a lot of things in life are overdone. You have to be careful of not overdoing it, whether it's a personality, a bad habit. Like some people have a habit of pranking other people, We're interrupting. I have a bad habit of interrupting people because it's like, hey, facts one step at a time. Keep it factual, not opinion based, or keep it, objective, not too subjective, things like that, not too biased, and openly fair, things like that. So I slow it down, I chop it to where it branches off into a wrong tangent, a false tangent. But really, well, we'd like to see uh, the full transparency of everything, of the full truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, but in food, there's a lot of brainwashing and programming that's been done. If you look at and analyze the advertising, they're not really revealing the the way or the process of how they make those burgers and hot dogs. Show me the commercial of the factory and how they make and the source of the food. you know 99.99% of the time it's about other things, like Paris Hilton with her Carl's Jr., in the car wash in her bikini. It like, we're not, you know what I mean? It's like in these Pepsi commercials, they're not given a tour of their, and shown the ingredients. It's more of like the entertainment value that kind of brainwashes. It becomes the emotional memory that's anchored in with the food. And that's what they've been doing. They've been programming people, to think that food in cereal boxes is everyday cereal food, real food, when it's not. I stopped eating breakfast for many, many months now. I'll go in and out with my diet changes, but 99% of the time, I don't really eat breakfast. In fact, I don't eat before like 11, 12 noon. Sometimes I'll eat way later, you know. So the later in the day I eat, the more thinking ability I have. Also, a gauge I use is like I did this when I ran the marathon a long time ago. I had to select and fine tune what I would eat and what I could choose and bring with me, or what I would eat the night before, or the week, the month before even. But of course, you want fast digesting, clean fuel that would translate into fast, or the most energy possible with the least amount of mass density. You don't want too much fat, too much baggage. I can't be running or be eating a burger. It's not producing the most efficient, amount of energy. So I had to optimize my diet towards that, and it's mainly not just energy production, not just optimizing energy production, but the spiritual essence of it. You want clarity, you want joy, you want blissfulness to come out of you naturally. This is all a natural, automatic occurrence when you eat the right foods. You like the when you eat flowers and salads and fruits, that joy just comes out of you naturally. You will be naturally sweet, like too sweet for some people. You know what I mean? For real. You are what you eat, and like carnivores become greedy and territorial, and they become easily angered. They're quick to snap, quick to break. You know what I mean? You test them out, and same with alcoholic people. You know what I mean? So that's what you really see. It's hard to judge people in general, but you see until you live with people, until you see the full extent of how they are at the last. At 4 a.m, when they're woken up, at 5 a.m. You know what I mean? Or when they're forced to multitask in the middle of a meeting, and they're taking emergencies. This is when all that will be revealed. What is in you, what you ate, how animalistic or how humanized, how civil you are, is what will be revealed. Are you hiding anything? Well, that will all be revealed. Karma and Dharma will bring out the truth in you, based on what you eat and what you live and your habits. So be careful of what you eat and what you consume, what you absorb. Okay? Be conscious, highly, highly conscious of what you